Iowa Hawkeyes clinched the Big Ten West title last weekend. This weekend, not only do they have a shot at a 10-win season, but a chance to ruin their rival Nebraska's chances at a bowl berth, AJ.
That's right, Johnny, and the rivalry game certainly did not disappoint. Let's jump right into it. With a blocked field goal from Nebraska, they'd have 2 on the day, which would lead them to keeping this game close. And then Deacon Hill in the second, sneaking over the goal line for the touchdown and giving the Hawkeyes the 7-0 lead. Bubba Purdy, younger brother of NFL star Brock Purdy, had troubles hanging on to the football. Jay Higgins jumps on this one after Sebastian Castro punches it out, which led to Drew Stevens nailing the field goal to give Iowa the 10-0 lead. But Bubba Purdy would answer back with this 66-yard touchdown pass to put Nebraska back within 3. Nebraska would keep the momentum, tying the game up at 10 with this field goal to close out the half. But now in the fourth quarter, with the game still tied 10-10, 35 seconds left, Tommy Hill picks off Deacon Hill, and the Huskers are knocking at the door of upsetting the Iowa Hawkeyes at home. Just when all hope seems to be lost, Ethan Herkett picks off Purdy, and the Hawkeyes have new life with 25 seconds left in the ballgame. Deacon Hill and the offense are able to march down the field to set up the 38-yard game-winning field goal from backup kicker Marshall Meter, and the Hawkeyes escape Lincoln with the Hero Trophy, bringing it back to Iowa City. But Marshall Meter's journey to Iowa into kicking the game-winning field goal, Johnny, was far from normal.
Yes, AJ. Marshall Meter's story is something like you would read out of a comic book. He was a transfer from Central Michigan, and he only showed up to campus 3 days before classes even started. But tonight, he was the Hawkeyes' hero.
You know, Iowa does a good job with just, keeping you ready, no matter if you're a backup, if you're a starter, I felt ready from the day I got here.
While the Hawkeyes have seen kicker Drew Stevens come up clutch before, today was not his day. Both of his field goal attempts were blocked in the first half, and 2 kickoffs sailed out of bounds, which saw him riding the bench.
Drew just had a tough day today. He had a tough day. He's been a really good performer for us, and just so consistent. But the fact that 2 kickoffs go out of bounds, that's not characteristic. So I just felt like maybe it was best to let him sit a little bit.
The switch was made at halftime to put in Meter in relief of Stevens, but Meter had to wait as the Hawkeyes failed to score a touchdown or get into field goal range for most of the second half. But after a drastic turnaround from on the verge of losing to on the verge of winning, Meter got his shot.
Yeah, I had no worries at all. I know Marshall. Love Marshall. He's a great guy. He works very hard. He makes his kicks in practice when he's up there, so I had complete faith in Marshall that thing was going in.
In his first in-game attempt since last year, Meter stunned the crowd as his 38-yard goal sailed the Hawkeyes to a victory. The Hawkeyes take home the Heroes Trophy, and they also add a new hero of their own.
I mean, it feels great. I feel like I proved myself all year, so even in practice and whatnot, so I feel like he had confidence in me, and I have confidence in him and the rest of the team.
AJ, with today's game being such a nail-biter, they're going to need a lot more Hawkeyes to step up next weekend and get all the help they can get.
Yeah, Johnny, they don't know who they're going to play yet in the Big Ten championships, but whether it's the 3rd-ranked Michigan Wolverines or the 2nd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, it'll be all hands on deck for the Hawkeyes. From Memorial Stadium, AJ Reister,
Johnny Valtman,
DITV Sports.